Kia ora tātou katoa. Oh, what an absolute privilege to be where I am today, Boxing Day. So I am here with this man here, PK. Peterson Kohu. Come on, brother.
Oh, kia ora, kia ora.
Give us a little bit of the whakapapa.
I'm here, first of all, tōku ingoa ko Peterson Kohu, PK short, has always been like that for donkey's years. I'm a muso of yesteryear, always have been, but I'm actually semi-retired and I know a lot what's going on around here. So I'm asking you, sir, is there anything you want to know?
Well, I guess you can always take us right back to the beginning. Go right back to where music came into your life, whether you were listening to it or being a part of it. How did it grab your attention for you to dedicate your life to it?
Well, music has always been a part of my life from the early years when I was 7, straight out of primary school. And my uncle, who owned a band called Bebop Jazz Band in Tauranga, well renowned. I learned of them. I used to play, I started piano lessons first, but I got hoha with it. So I decided to go to sax, but I got cramp with it. And then next thing became the drums because it was noisy. So anyway, we had practice once a week, learning old songs like Billy Vaughan stuff.
Yeah.
And the swing music became embedded in my mind ever since. And along with swing music over the years became modern stuff. But I always remember the guys like Robbie G, steel guitar, Senor Senorita. There's so many talented artists back I knew when I was young. But the most of all, what my uncles did was a lot of waltz songs, you know, and I started from there because here back in the days, in the 50s, they had balls, a lot of balls that people then, more than nightclubs.
Right.
That sort of thing. So I learned to get involved with that sort of music for the meantime. Yeah.
So the music scene, yeah, as you were saying, back then there were a lot of dancers and that, so there was a lot of demand for good quality music from good quality bands. So you would have been doing the circuit with other bands as well. Did you take any formal drumming lessons, or
No.
did that just come natural?
Well, it came natural because like I said before, quite a while back, you wouldn't get into waltzes. You start getting into Latin. Latin involves all types of rhythms, Latin foxtrot, Latin bossa novas, all those sort of things. So a lot of songs I remember back then were because of the balls. In those days, they had say a quick step, a military 2-step, gay Gordons,
Wow.
that sort of thing. So I appreciated that type of music back then, and I became the drummer for my uncle's band at age 18 actually, because my cousin who was the drummer at the time had passed away. But I'm just so thankful that now meeting people. So that's the main, to me, it's the connection. We all make a connection with each other.
Yeah.
We learn of each other.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot of musos, great musos too. But I looked ahead for myself. I'm just an ordinary, because beside music, I'm a fan of, I do a lot of hunting, I do a lot of diving, a lot of fishing.
Spearing flounder.
Spearing flounder at, what's that place, Waipukaro?
Tauranga.
Here. See, I've been encouraged because she's got a gun to my head. So Tauranga tourism, see? I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't tasted it.
Pātiki tourism.
Yeah, Pātiki tourism.
Yeah.
But when all over the country, I got involved and know a lot of great musos, you know, up in Auckland. I always observed the bands at that time, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, not forgetting the overseas bands. But I've always been an admirer of Australian music also. I had one time to go and tour over in Aussie, in Sydney, to go and play over there.
Did you? Did you tour over there?
I stopped. I didn't want to go to it. At that time, in 67, 66, I went to Wellington, and I was playing full-time there 3 nights a week.
And then doing the circuit around Wellington,
Yep.
the Hutt Valley.
And at that time, one of my cousins went to college, and my uncle said, "Do I wanted to take a scholarship in music to go to Hawaii?" You see, and I turned it down, and he said, "Why?" Because I'm making more money in 4 days or 4 nights down Wellington, rather than go to there. So I was making quick money, and I was enjoying that. So he gave a cousin, my scholarship to a cousin, who then became a music teacher over in Hawaii, BYU, and I just then said, "Well, good on him." So he became the school teacher, the music director up in Auckland University, teaching music. But I was glad I didn't go, because up till now, I don't think I can stick with, long as my passion again was not only garden, being married. See, we go in cycles. We go in cycles. I met a young lady here. We've been married for just over 42 years now.
Wow.
Maybe more. Not every muso lives that long. But I can be thankful for her. But and I love Tauranga. I won't go anywhere else. Yet I've been everywhere else and played with different musos. And it has been good. It has been a journey. That was my journey. But again, I can only think about the memories I've had. That it's embedded in my mind. Thankfully, amnesia. I'm thankful I haven't got that far yet.
Just talking about the Tauranga music scene, because obviously there was, when I first came here in 2010, people were asking me, "Who are you playing with?" And I'd say yourself, or PK, Jeff Poro, Melody, and everyone's going, "You're playing with the Godfathers, man." And I'm like, I had no idea, because I just arrived in town. I didn't know these people from Bar Soap. So, do you want to say some more about playing with Jeff and Melody and the Rumabalos of this world?
Well, I feel, that's why you come from Porongia Patakis. A little very happy down there, don't they? So with Jeff and Mountie, I was also in a few other bands before them.
Yeah.
Mountie had his brother's band, Jeff had his relations band, and they focused on the type of music they like to do.
Yeah.
But I was your overall general muso, because of different bands I've been playing with over the years, big bands. But even in these late few years, up to now, playing with top musos, and I would like to announce it was a privilege having to work with Tama Delvanians, Lou Prime back in the days before Max Merritt. I've heard his sound, and that was in the 60s again, at the famous club called Shirley up in Auckland. Just the opportunity going around to these places. Now in Tauranga, the music club started over there, and I'm a firm believer to get into mainstream, you have to be in mainstream. That's all the clubs downtown. The RSAs are always there.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. So, as with Jeff and Mountie, I think of the years, Doobies, Eagles, or even the who's that band? The Aussie band.
There's a few of them.
Little River Band.
Little River Band, yeah.
Easy Beats.
Yeah.
See, Easy Beats.
Yeah.
I love the Easy Beats, But even the singers. And I think if you see technology these days, everything's on. When you want to know about music, you just plug into anything and it's there right in front of you. So, I just one of those fellas. I think having the patience, having the idea of, oh, does that suit me? Or I love that music. You know, I played blues, I played jazz, swing, and I love swing. You know, I love swing.
I was going to ask you, who actually taught you those different rudiments for different songs, you know, different feels, the you know, the bossa, the samba, you know, who taught you all that stuff? Or did it just come natural, semi-natural?
Really, it came natural after having practiced with the uncles, because they were old-fashioned, you see, and they loved their balls.
Yeah.
And so in the balls, when a MC has to get up and take your partners for
Take your partner,
a
Dosito.
quick foxtrot,
Yeah.
a gay Gordon, I've learned it over the years, and they were the number one in my books. So I got to know those sort of rhythms, you know, and I've always been a fan of it. Now you look at the songs like Cuban music, Latin, yeah, and there's so many.
As I guess now we're in 2025, do you listen to any modern music?
Well, listen to it, and do my ears get louder and louder and louder? See, that's a good question. 2025, and I'm in my 80s, 70s,
70s.
and that's a heck of a lot of way to go. So the music today's, say for instance, like LAB, I admire, I respect all the top bands in New Zealand, but it's not my scene.
Yeah.
It's for my kids, my grandkids.
Yeah.
That's their scene now.
Yeah.
So they take over there, whether they want to be musos or just want to listen.
Well, music evolves, people evolve, eh? You know, so,
yeah.
you know, yeah. Yeah, they're doing really well, LAB.
Yeah.
Those guys, you know, Utter and
Well,
Joe and them.
yeah,
Core
you know,
Brothers.
when Herbs first started off, I was playing with Perry, the Blues Busters, and they were down the Waitangi there down Wairoa. And was it Herbs? No, it wasn't Herbs. What's the next group down? Catch a Fire.
Catch a Fire.
Catch a Fire came over from Hamilton. They played there, and they were just new kids on the block. Whereas I've been playing all these years, but blues became something I've learnt through Perry, because he was a blues man.
That's your cousin, the late Peter Kohu.
Yeah. He had his own group called the Blues Busters up in Auckland, went everywhere. So I admired him for that. But along comes Catch a Fire.
Yeah.
And, you know, every year has an up-and-coming group.
The changing of the gut.
The changing of the guards.
Passing of the baton.
Passing of the baton, and it drops somewhere along the line. I must say, but it's all that passion.
Yeah.
It's all the passion I had, and the love, the aroha, goes with the special friends all around here. And it's just sad that you don't see them anymore. And I often think, why? You know, because that music is not carrying on. Even if they had your own club, say guys like Andy Craw, he loves music, and he's a true blue.
For sure.
You know, he's a true blue.
Oh, I mean, all those people that played here, you know, you've played alongside people like, I mean, I know I've been on the stage with you, I've been up on the stage with Andy Craw, Trevor Bronius. These are no-nonsense people. These are people that know their way around an instrument, and they know their way around the scene.
So, in actual fact, me being a drummer and the quietest in the band at the time.
Of course you are.
Because I've travelled right from here to there and ended up nowhere back in Judea. But, you know, it's all about laughter, back in Judea. So the bands in Hamilton, I remember there was a band called at Satellite in Hamilton. There was a band called, there's a band called the Satellites. Ken, I just forgot his name. I've admired their music because every time there was Christmas here, they were invited to play down the 20,000 Club down in Soundshore. And I've admired them only because they were musos and they played the songs I've enjoyed over the years. But there were so many bands. Rotorua had a lot of bands. The Senators, they were the New Zealand. the Miss New Zealand show. They did that show. They came from Hamilton, but they were the Thunderclouds at first. Probably musos came out of there from Hamilton, and there were heaps. And
Tell-
like, you know,
Do you want to say something about Te Awanui Melody Showband?
well, I can say that, and I'm just realizing now, the Te Awanui Melody Showband had been raised when they were having a Kaumātua Ball back in 1996. And in 1996, you had to have they had a Haora Club, what is Whaioranga, which is an outfit at Waka Bay. They asked me if I could put a Kaumātua band together. A Kaumātua band? And I thought, well, who the heck am I going to get? And I know the top musos, but then I thought I wanted to bring everybody, all the marais, the hapus, the iwis together.
The total iwi.
And it only can be through music, because I think as a muso, you want to include these guys. And there was a heck of a lot. Some might be just toying around, but they learned something. So from I had to go and interview these guys from Matapihi, Matakana, Katikati, Hunga, everywhere, all the hapus in Tauranga. And my idea was to have a Kaumātua Ball. Do you know these songs? First of all, the waltzes. How many do you know? Oh, I don't know anything. Oh, well, if you learn these 3 songs, like Ere Da, Martin in order, that's a waltz, you see. If you know it, you're coming in. I'll count you in. So overall, it ended up being 8 sax players, 3 drummers,
Yeah.
2 bass guitarists, 3 lead guitarists, and our guest, or 3 trumpet players. Terry Woodhouse, oh, I never forget it.
That's one heck of a lineup.
Oh yeah. Well, to me now, I just realised, heck, that's the biggest show band in New Zealand. The idea show band came when we had a nomination for a name.
Yeah.
And because we had a combined effort of all the marais around here, and one guy came up and said, how shall we sing it, how shall we call it, why don't we call it Te Awanui, which is a place of anchorage when the Takitimu came in.
Takitimu, eh?
Yeah, when they came in and all the marais were involved. So I thought that was a good idea. Then the idea came when it said show band. And I thought, show band? You know, a lot of these fellas were learners. Never been in a thing like
Te
that.
Awanui Melody Showband. So that's how it got its name. It's funny because when I first moved here, one of the first things I did was looked up the translation of the word Tauranga, and part of it was safe anchorage.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, that's exactly what I need in my life. Somewhere to come in from the turbulent storms into the safe passage of water.
Right,
Where
it's a place of anchorage where the canoe lands.
Yeah, so that's my... When I first came to Tauranga, that was one of the first things I looked up, was the meaning of the name of this place.
So we had a guest muso, came up from Auckland, was Ben Tawhiti, who had his own band, Ben Tawhiti and the Marinas.
Yeah.
And he was a steel guitarist. And he was in there, at that time, he was in his mid-70s, probably, something like that.
Yep.
But he was a professional because he played with everybody as a steel guitarist. And we had 2 other steel guitarists, Eddie Bluegum from Katikati.
Yep, the Blue Gums.
And I thought that was fantastic. Then we had one
Te Rere Atukahi a Marae.
Atuakahi, those Blue Gums.
Yeah.
So we only can highlight him because they weren't any numbers. Steel guitar, unless you had a Hawaiian night all night, evolves around steel guitars. But this was a ball. So waltzes, foxtrot, quick foxtrot, maxinas, all that sort of, and solo artists, trumpet players, that sort of thing. So again, there were about...
That's a heck of a heavy involvement in music.
yeah,
Not too many people play in big bands.
no,
Or, most people play in a band. But, there's big bands, there's all these different projects that you were involved in. Man, it must have been amazing.
I think I was one of the lucky ones, the calmest ones, probably out of all the musos. When I say calm, because I've experienced playing with all these musos, from Hova Kuka, who was I was 50, and these guys were in their 70s. See, and I look at that now. What's that tell you? Hang, that's a Kohu, all right. But when you see home, it was it was a good one. At practices, they had their different ways of playing. One plays, say, like in the mood, and this guy comes up and say, "No, I don't like you fellas how you play it. I might as well do it by myself." So we let him, highlight him do it. You see, and then the other players got jelly beans. You see,
Yeah.
and I said, we got to do something. This is a ball, and everybody should know it. If you don't practice it, then we'll skip that song. See, so they all came in with individual ideas. Know it all, they call it, and but I guess that was the dream.
So now you're in your 80s, late 70s, and you're looking back, and you're just filled with a whole bunch of beautiful memories of beautiful times, beautiful people,
Well,
making beautiful music.
yes, and I would like to say my aroha goes out to all the past members who passed away. So in that group of 26, I think, 26 in that group, we had to split it in half. They're all gone, see? Just myself, Merv, thank you, Merv, Mabel Wharakawa. Thank you, miss. So
That's unbelievable.
the three, that's the last of the Mohicans. And it's unbelievable that these, so I would play a tribute and my homage to those fellas who passed on.
Yeah.
And all the other few musos over the country, there's heaps.
Yeah.
But that was my journey. I think my journey was one of the best ones anyone could dream of. That sort of thing.
Fun times wrapped up in music.
Yeah, fun times, a lot of laughter. And
Music can give you a real sense of belonging. Like I was saying to you, like when I first came here to Tauranga, I didn't know nobody. And so music gave me my whānau. You were a part of it, because I remember you telling me, I know you come from Tauranga, but this is your home as well. And that made me feel really part of something, because I came from nothing, to be here. And I know I appreciate that, and there would have been a lot of people that you've played with that would have appreciated being around you as well, brother.
yeah, well, I admire you for your ideas, your thoughts, and whanaungatanga. And it's been good knowing you, and your journey just starting. Your journey's just starting, because you yet to hear more.
Can I have some of your DNA? Can we be blood brothers? Like cut our wrist and share blood, and then I can get some of those
okay.
some of those beautiful samba beats that you do on the.
I've got kidney problems, so I'm a happily retired kaumatua now. So it's the kaumatua. I've had next to music is health, which is vital.
Health is wealth.
Yeah, that sort of thing. So, but mainly it's who you know, who you want to know, who you want to be with. So it's family, whānau, cousins, and all that sort of, and friends most of all. And I've got a lot.
And music brought a lot of that to your life.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, that's the
Same here. Without music, I would have been just adrift in a town like this.
Yeah, well, you got to pick up your driftwood and your driftwood.
Who's that homeless guy?
Yeah. And like they say, there's plenty of fish in the sea. I mean, there's a lot of stepping stones there you got to overcome, especially in music.
Yeah.
There's a lot of coming and goings. There's a lot of habits. They will never die, that sort of thing. But by the same token,
It's been a good run, brother.
no, it's been a good run. That's
cool.
for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure, you fellas.
Sort it out.
Yeah, sort it out. You're on your own. But I've gone this far, so I'm thankful that I've stuck by the rules. Stuck by the rules.
There are rules.
The right, the right people to get involved with.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Cool.
But kia ora kare, thanks for that.
No worries. All good.